Salutations, my fellow food lovers. This is Chef Mark here from Johnny's Italian Steakhouse, and I want to tell you about our filet Oscar. This premium filet is topped with Johnny's lump crab cake, grilled asparagus, and our signature béarnaise sauce. But the start to any great night always begins with a killer appetizer. And I recommend trying out our jumbo pan-seared sea scallops with Brussels sprout slaw tossed in Johnny's hot bacon dressing. It is so good. I know that you will love my filet Oscar as much as I love preparing it. So come to Johnny's tonight. Johnny's Italian Steakhouse, Village Point Shopping Center, Omaha.
The South Dakota Stories, Volume 4. I remember wondering why I'd ever visit South Dakota in the winter. But then again, why hadn't I? There was so much wilderness to explore, so many ways to restore my soul, and so many landscapes that put a smile on my chilly face. So why would I visit South Dakota in the winter? 'Cause this is where winter was meant to be. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, y'all. So this next one on our Zero Talent, we are up to number 7 on this list. Again, look at Employee Humanity. Again, someone had shared this on LinkedIn, and I really wanted to say my thoughts on this. It was very, very interesting. So number 7, when it says 10 things that require zero talent, which is, this one, as I said, this one is a little different because once I say it, people may take it negatively. When you hear people say this phrase or these words, as of today, as a society, is a dramatic, or people use it in a dramatic fashion to explain how someone's acting in a very dramatic or unprofessional or whatever manner. But again, this idea or these ideas, we need to take it and use it for what it's worth, take what's good from it, and throw away what's bad in order for us to move to the next level. So today, as we are saying this phrase, and once I say it to you, you'll be like, hey, Maurice, you're right. This can be viewed negatively. Hey, Maurice, you're right. I say it to explain how someone is acting or showing off or whatever the situation might be. Now, I'm pretty sure by now, you can think of a few different phrases and statements that I might be referring to. I remember someone talking to their child in the store not too long ago, and the young person wasn't getting her way, and the parent said to her, "You're doing the most," or "You're being extra." Now, the phrase that's in this particular Zero Talent post, it says "doing extra," right?
Pro football player Travis Kelce is pressed for time during the football season. So he does 2 things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing.
2 things at once!
Or getting this season's updated COVID-19 shot at the same visit as his flu shot.
2 things at once.
You can be like Travis and ask your pharmacist about getting this season's COVID-19 shot at the same visit as your flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Learn more and schedule at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
But, in these situations where people are going above and beyond to get their point across, again, it seems and sounds negative. Well, right now, as you are trying to move forward in your process, when you're trying to become elite or great or excellent in whatever you're trying to accomplish, you need to do extra more especially if you do not have the simple talent and or gift to get it done. I had explained to you before about in the last episode talking about Kobe Bryant and his extra practices, right? And there are even more instances where people have said, hey, Kobe might have spoken to them and hey, we're gonna go to the club or whatever else. Yeah, we're gonna go to the club. And Kobe said, hey, I'm sorry, Kobe didn't say anything. It's just that Kobe, when they contacted him back, they found out that he was in the club or whatever situations were. And Kobe wasn't in the club. They were in the club, but Kobe was in the gym. So are you putting forth enough effort to overcome any situations or any circumstances, any obstacles when they come your way? Are you putting in the extra work to become a dominant individual in your field or your interests or anything that you want to put more emphasis in? Are you becoming dominant in that space? For me, the ability to do the research and take whatever ideas that come to mind and being able to formulate it into a place or a space that I can talk to you about it or broadcast it on this podcast and feeling comfortable with it, even if it doesn't make sense to you today, understand that I'm putting forth the effort and the time, the energy, the research, the being able to take it and articulate it in a way that you can apply it to your life. This takes a lot of time and energy to even get to this point. And getting out of my comfort zone to even speak about it to the thousands of you that listen to me across the globe. So I thank each and every one of you today, for listening and trying to take this information and even apply it to your life. So as you are looking into becoming a better version of yourself, are you doing all the little things that need to take place? And then when you graduate to all the middle or medium things, and then the large things, and then the things that are really big and heavy and can cause you anxiety, are you taking care of yourself enough to accomplish those things? So sometimes you got to do a little extra to get to that point, a little more of the little things that equate to the bigger things that you're trying to accomplish.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Let's understand that the little things matter. The little moments matter. And put in the extra work, the extra time of, let's go back to even in school. For those of us that remember having to write our name in cursive, how much time did that take for you to learn that? And sometimes you're like, hey, this is a lot of work. This is extra work or whatever it is. But now is your penmanship better than those that you've seen around you? Because people do not practice those type of little things. Are you taking the time that if you want to become a podcaster, are you taking the time to do the research, finding your content? Are you practicing speaking, enunciating, any of those little things that people can understand you when you are practicing and doing extra? Are you taking your time to do the little things? Sometimes that's extra. Are you taking the time for yourself? Sometimes that's doing extra. Because we have to be mindful of our limits, right? And limits being, tired, exhaustion, things like that. Some people say, "Hey, I'll sleep when I die." Well, you don't want to be, in a place where you can't enjoy what you've earned, right? So, take the time in doing extra time for yourself. In some cases, extra times for your business, for your hobby, for your job, whatever it is. Just, are you doing extra? You might need to take one more day in certain situations to continue to clean and clear out your mind. Clean your body, if you will. Get rid of any of those impurities that's within you, whether it's physically or mentally or emotionally or even spiritually. Are you taking the time, that extra moment, to get all that out the way, so that way when it's time for you to perform, you are at your peak? I encourage you to be extra today. Thank you very much for listening.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.